Hi everyone, Andrew here for ABELI Reviews, and boy am I excited. After a little bit of hunting, a little bit of searching, we have uncovered Voyager 1. You might have seen from some of our other videos, we did find an ancient space probe, we did find Voyager 2 within that space, and then of course we found New Horizons. But finally, we have found Voyager 1. So a little bit before we get kind of more about Voyager 1, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. How do we find it? First things first, you do have to be in the Sol system. So that is our home solar system. We call it Sol in Elite Dangerous. And of course, Earth, Moon, stars, Saturn, all that kind of stuff. And the way you get here is you have to be invited. And you get an invitation from the Federation. And how that works is you essentially take on missions from the Federation. They're here on the left. Once you get the rank of Petty Officer, you will be given a Sol system permit. This is super helpful because it allows you to actually enter this system. Otherwise, you're not able to enter it. Every time you try to jump to it, it just won't work. All you have to do is really just take a few missions and then do some sort of capstone missions at the end. But just make sure they are always focused on the Federation, not the Empire or the Alliance. Pretty simple. And you can see the Federation there with the sort of star in the center and then the planets and other stars orbiting it. It's the red logo as well. Anyways, enough about that. The next step is you have to be in the Sol system. You have to look for ancient probes. You won't know which is which until you actually come across it. So once you find the ancient probe, it'll take you about 30 minutes from the sun to get here, which is no small feat, mind you. And then once you get to your ancient probe, you drop out. We can then take a little peek at Voyager 1, and I am just super excited. This whole experience of finding these probes based on real world objects is fantastic. And Voyager 1 also just looks super cool too. Very simple. It's wild to think this object is right now out there in space performing its duties. So while that's all fun and good, why don't we do a little segue to learn a little bit about Voyager 1. Of course, this is just me kind of giving you some heads up around it, but don't take this stuff to jeopardy. But essentially, Voyager 1 is a space probe launched by NASA on September 5th, 1977, as part of the Voyager program to study the outer solar system and interstellar space beyond the Sun's heliosphere. It was launched 16 days after its twin Voyager 2, which we've already covered. It communicates through the NASA Deep Space Network to receive routine commands and to transmit data to Earth. Real-time data is sent back and forth. And I would say it's right now, its distance from Earth is 162 AU, which is just wild. That's 24 billion kilometers or 15 billion miles as of November 2023. It's the most distant human-made object from Earth, which is obvious. Pretty cool though, right? The probe made flybys of Jupiter, Saturn, and Saturn's largest moon, Titan. NASA did have a choice of either doing Pluto or a Titan flyby. Exploration of the moon took priority because it was known to have a substantial atmosphere. Voyager 1 studied the weather, magnetic field, rings of the two gas giants, and was the first probe to provide a detailed image of their moon. I think that's really cool. A little bit about the Voyager program. Like its sister, Voyager 2, the spacecraft extended missions to locate and study the regions and boundaries of the outer heliosphere and to begin exploring the interstellar medium. Voyager 1 crossed the heliosphere and entered interstellar space on August 25th, 2012, making it the first spacecraft to do so. 2 years later, Voyager 1 began experiencing a third tsunami wave of mass ejections from the sun that continued at least until December 15th, 2014. Wow, nearly 2 years of the sun's, I guess, ejection waves. That's pretty darn cool. In a further testament to the robustness of Voyager 1, the Voyager team tested the spacecraft's trajectory, correction maneuver, or TCM thrusters in late 2017, the first time these thrusters had been fired since 1980. A project enabling the mission to extend by 2 to 3 years. Voyager 1's extended mission is expected to continue until 2025, when its radioscopic thermoelectric generators, RTGs, will no longer supply enough electric power to operate its scientific instruments. So that means by the time we are seeing this in Elite Dangerous's time frame, this probe is no longer active. It is just going through space, dormant. I think that's really cool. I think it's neat that they included that in this game. It always makes me pretty tickled to sort of find stuff in Elite Dangerous as is, because it's such a massive world and universe. You have all this stuff you can explore in our galaxy. And it's kind of humbling, you know, to be able to see this. And again, hat tip to the developers to take the time to incorporate it. Well, I hope this was fun. I hope this was educational. I hope you enjoyed your time learning a little bit about Voyager 1. And I sincerely hope if you are playing Elite Dangerous, you take the time to go visit Voyager 1 and pay your respects. Otherwise, thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.